Good morning, guys. Good morning and happy Friday. It is coffee talk time with Tracy on Friday morning right here on Tracy's Fancy, my Facebook page. I am out in my shop and I am going to paint this morning, or actually I'm going to kind of prep some stripes on this desk. This is my 5th video in a row working on this desk. It's one of the projects that I've actually committed to doing most of it live. A lot of times I start things and then I go live and you guys don't get to see the whole process. So I committed to doing this one live, but I want to talk to you guys as well. Good morning, Miss Solly. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? What time is it? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Good afternoon to you, my dear. Good morning, Allie. Hi there. Good morning, Laura and Sue. I'm going to be making some stripes right now. And I am going to talk to you guys about shipping a little bit. If you are a furniture painter and you ship and you want to share some insights, that would be great. If you are, I know you do, Sully, it makes you feel kind of like all caught up inside your skin, right? I hate that when I don't, I can tell when it's, I feel like I'm starting to come a little bit undone or unraveled on the inside, and I can just get out here and start putting it out on something. So I know, hang in there, girl. Hang in there. Thank you, Terry. So yeah, if you're a furniture painter and you have insights on shipping you would like to share, feel free, wide open right now. Let's talk about it. If you are a furniture painter who has never shipped and you would like to, you can ask some questions. If you are a furniture painter who struggles with shipping, I don't know a furniture painter who doesn't. And if you're on here and you don't struggle with it, let me know the secret. And if you are a client and sorry, I got to make some stripes there. If you're a client and you have purchased furniture from me or someone else, I'd love for you to stick around and listen too, so that you can understand the struggles of shipping furniture, why I want to ship furniture and why I hesitate to ship furniture and why it's taking so long to get your furniture. Okay, so in the meantime, look what I just did. I made a stripe. So this is what I just did with the dog hair. Can you see the dog hair? This would be a Lucy hair. With the dog hair. Good morning, Ruth. Okay, so what I did was the stripes that are in this poster by Bubblegum Yum are this big. This is the white one. That's the black one. You can see the size of the stripe. There is no tape that's this exact size. This is just some random size. I tried to find tape that was the size and there's not. So I have to make my stripes so that I can space it out, because I'm going to continue stripes that are on this side that I'm not letting you see because I finished it last night and I love it. So I'm going to bring it onto this side. So what I did is I made my stripe. So I took my tape and I put it here and here. So I made a stripe. I'm going to make another one. Let me show you. What you doing, babe?
Getting ready to leave.
Getting ready to leave. Think my shipper will come today? We're going to talk shipping. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Bye, baby. Love you. Have a good day. Okay, so this is what I did. I took my tape and I placed it over there's 2 pieces of tape here. Do you see that? That's one piece. That's the other piece. So I'm building my stripe. I put it right exactly. Lonnie said bye. Put it right exactly where that stripe is, because I'm wanting to match this. And then I'm just going to peel this off as one piece, I think. There we go. All right. So now I have my stripes. Okay. So now I'm going to look on, oh shoot. There we go. Now I have, let me look on this side. Okay. It doesn't matter. It's not going to matter what's white or black. So I think I'm going to leave this one white. I think I'll leave this top part white. So I'm going to go ahead and actually, that should be my spacer. These are my spacers. These are my spacers. Who is this? Melinda. You just popped in to see my face. Good morning. Good morning, Juana. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to take my first row of tape because I know it's at least going to be 1 row wide, correct? And I'm going to put this along the top because I want this piece up here to be white. The reason I'm choosing for this top stripe to be white because I know this is going to be a different color. I'm not sure what color yet, but I know it's going to be a different color. So I'm going to put one piece there. Now I'm going to take my little fake stripe that I had right there that I'd already pre-measured, and I'm going to get another piece of tape and I am going to kind of size it with that but not stick it on there. So that looks about right. Now I'm going to move this. See that? I'm going to move it and continue on with this stripe here, and I'm going to check myself over here with that one and put another piece up here. Now it's the only time I'll have to do it like this because now I'm going to have a spacer. After this I have a spacer. So I'm going to put that about, actually that one ended up going a little bit high. I'm going to move this. Are y'all following me? You follow what I'm doing? And take this across. So do you see it's a little bit off there? So I'm not going to take that first piece off. I'm just going to fix it. I'm just going to fix it here with another, whoops, with another piece of tape. Just like this. Kind of make it gradually go back. There we go. So now I have my spacers. Now I have my true, that's my first stripe. Now I have my spacers. So I'll put one here and one over here. And these were made directly off of that poster. Okay, so now I get my next row of tape like this, all the way across. And I do that. Okay. Oh, I said it was going to be, oh shoot, I just ruined my spacer. I said that was going to be the only time I was going to do it. I'm wrong. I'm going to have to do it every single row, but I'm okay with that. And then I just lift that off. And this one off. Okay, that's my black stripe. So I'm just going to continue that. Do the same thing I did here. I'll put this here, get my piece of tape, put it over, fake my, and keep doing that. So I'm going to keep doing that. Okay, so this is the deal. I'm going to focus here and talk shipping with you guys. First of all, if you had a question, I didn't see it. If you, did anyone share anything at all? Do you own stock and blue tape, Juana? That is so funny that you said that. Last night someone said, I can't get over how often you do stripes and how quickly you do stripes. And I'm like, I think I could do stripes in my sleep. And then I was like, I should be sponsored by this company. Like I should own stock in it and I should have an affiliate link for it. I mean, seriously, you know, I use it so much. Okay, I don't see any questions. If you have a question about shipping, let me know. Okay, so this is the deal. Shoot, we glitched. Shipping furniture is hard. It's not easy. It is a job in itself. Back in the heyday when I pumped out tons and tons of furniture, I actually had my daughter-in-law who handled all of my shipping for me, and it was a logistics job. It was a full-time job. I had, you know, weekly, bi-weekly pickups. Is that right? Bi-weekly? Is it bi-monthly? I never understand that. All the time, like once a week, once every other week, a truck would be coming through, either going from east to the west coast or west to the east coast, one way or the other. And I worked with a fleet, and they had a few trucks working in their system. And so I would deal with like a hub, and then they would let me know what driver was coming. And I had a couple of drivers that I used and adored and used all the time. That worked really well. It was still a pain. You still have major glitches. Guys quit. They leave their trucks. They abandon your furniture. You know, that sort of thing. Not like your furniture got busted up or they scratched your furniture or your client didn't like your furniture. Those things happen too. Those weren't the struggles. The struggles were just, you know, guys coming and going and your furniture being abandoned as it was, you know, going across the country. So anyway, that happened. We had a really good system, and that went on for years. Well, that company, one by one, the furniture industry grew too quickly. They couldn't keep up. And one by one, these companies were shutting down. The guys were just quitting. They couldn't run their companies. The guys were quitting. So I eventually was able, I really despised shipping, and I wanted local clientele. I'm like, why do I have to ship my furniture all over the country? Where are my people around here that can just bring their furniture to me or come and pick up a piece of furniture? There's plenty of people that live around. Why do I need to, be dealing with people all over the country? I mean, I felt honored to be able to do that, but it just was starting to not make any sense. It just wasn't worth it. It was just sucking all of the joy out. So I ended up building my local clientele, and I quit shipping, for a really long time, and I didn't miss it. And so anyway, long story short, I got sick. I went away for a while. I came back. I started teaching, started doing online classes, started working with Dixie Belle, and I really enjoyed that. But I really missed being able to reach people from all over. So I've gone how life just goes full circle. So I started having this yearning again to, people would ask and I would tell them no all the time. And I just wanted to be able to say yes. I started wanting to say yes. It kind of got far enough away, kind of like when you have a baby and it's really painful, but it brings you a lot of joy. And over time you forget how painful it was and you start yearning to have a baby again, and you just don't even care about the pain you're going to go through, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? You just get far enough away from it. So I think that's why life always goes full circle, because we're constantly, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot about that. And then you get away from it, and then you're like, oh wait, I love that so much, I want to do that. And you go back to it. I feel like that's part of the whole full circle thing. So anyway, I'm full circle and I want to ship again. So I started reaching out to other furniture painters and getting some advice about shipping and who are you using. Those companies that I used all those years are gone. Those men are gone. Actually, I'm still friends with some of them online. A yearning, exactly. So I found someone, came highly recommended, seemed like a nice guy, came very highly recommended. I wanted to make sure I got on his route. So I paid him up front, which I'd never done before, but he came highly recommended from a super reputable painter, who she's used him for like a year now, all the time. So I went ahead, I was like, I want on your route though, because I have these pieces and they need to go. I got to get Minnesota, and I've got Wisconsin, and I've got Florida, and I've got, somewhere here in Texas. So he's like, yeah. So I paid him. It's been 3 months. He never showed up. So he had all sorts of issues. Anyway, I asked for my money back. It took me a while. It's taken me a while. So now I'm like, oh yeah. It's sort of like being in the middle of labor after you've already done it and you know what's coming. And then you're like, oh yeah, this is what it feels like. Oh yeah. So yeah, do I really want to do this? I am not going to let this one person keep me from shipping. So he started paying me money back. He started to pay me back, but that wasn't my focus. My focus was not to get my money back from him. It wasn't even my money. It's my client's money. It's their shipping money that they've paid me to ship their furniture that's still sitting here in my shop. So, and do you like when I talk how my ponytail goes like that? So my focus became finding another reputable shipper. I think I have found one, but there is still a struggle, you guys. This guy is communicative. He is kind. He's smart. He seems smart. Haven't met him in person yet. He seems to be legit. He won't take my money until he delivers. That's the kind of shipper I like. In finding him and scheduling with him, the other shipper has now finally finished paying me off. I had to give a threat, which I hate that, but I had to threaten. So he finally got me paid off. So that's great. That was good. And anyway, this new shipper was supposed to come on Tuesday night. Then he said Wednesday morning. By Thursday morning, I haven't heard from him. And so yesterday, Wednesday night I sent a text. Yesterday I sent a text. Finally heard from him, and he said he would be here by Thursday night, which was last night, by trying very hard to be here by 6 or 7 last night. So I said, we are very late night people. If you're up for it and you get into town and you want to come later, go ahead, because I have lots of plans today. I really do. I'm sitting here visiting with y'all. I'm going to do this while I'm talking with y'all, but I have a full day. It's the only full day outside of the house that I had all week. So yes, Shelby, I am. And you know, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer because it's not going to stop me. I'm going to keep going until I find the right person. And maybe this guy will be it. Maybe he'll show up this morning. Maybe when I get off of here, I'm going to have a message from him. I don't know, but you heard me ask Matt, you think my shipper's going to show up today? And he said, probably. He said, I doubt it. That's what he said. Like, we have no belief in this system. Not necessarily this guy, just the whole shipping system. So supposedly he's supposed to be here. I'm very excited about it. For one thing, I need my shop emptied out. I'm crammed in a corner. I'm crammed up against this white staging wall, y'all. I have so much that needs to go. So, you know, I saw in one of my groups, I think it was my Posh and Fancy group, a lady said, oh my gosh, y'all help me please. I sold this piece on Etsy and I have no idea how to ship or what to do. What do I do? And I was like, and my first thought was, why would you put stuff on Etsy and try to sell it if you don't have a plan? Why, you know, that was my first thought, and not in an ugly way. I mean, I was trying to think through how we could help her, but I was like, you don't have anything in place? You don't have a shipper in place? But maybe she does, because that's how I sound right now. I sound like I don't have a shipper in place, but I did have shippers in place. I had a shipper in place before I offered that I had nationwide shipping, who came from a highly reputable person, but I'm still left with no shipper in place. So I'm no different than the person who sold something on Etsy for the first time and has no shipper. Ugh, it's so annoying. Anyway, I'm hoping he'll get here. People ask me all the time, who do you use for shipping? Who do you use for shipping? Well, I don't use anybody for shipping right now, and I am not about to give someone a name until I have a good experience for a while. So if my guy shows up today and I just think I love him as much as I think I do when we're texting, and he redeems himself for not showing up Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, I will let you know how it goes, and I will keep you posted. But it's tough. I mean, if I can't even trust the person that Brush by Brandy's been using for months, and now, you know, now she's seeking a new shipper as well. What do we do? You know, what can we do? It's tough. It's hard. These guys do, you know, they do a fabulous job. They do white glove shipping. Oh my gosh. Those of you who want to know about shipping and you never ship, do not be a crater or a wrapping it yourself and have someone come pick up and think you're going to put things on pallet. Don't pallet. No, do not do that kind of shipping. If you have to palletize and wrap or crate, first of all, it is not worth it. And I'm going to tell you that from 12 years ago, trying to do it before blanket wrap shipping became a thing for us furniture painters. That is not worth it. Do not do it. You will lose your ass in money, time, pain, arguing with your husband, hurting your back. It is not worth it. Do not do it. Unless you are lucky and you have like a family business that does that, don't do it. I hauled so many, tried it here at home, thought I was going to get a divorce over it, multiple pieces. My first 2 pieces that went to Florida were like that. We literally crated them. There an amount of money in the world that makes that worth it. Not, absolutely not. The other is, no, they are not. Who says that? Commercial moving companies. No, David. Is that David? No, I do not recommend commercial moving companies. First of all, they are not used to dealing with painted furniture. They are used to dealing, most of them don't deal with painted furniture. You need to go to like antique specialists. Big moving companies that just move household full of items, they're used to dealing with everything being in boxes and big pieces of furniture. And you know, people move their furniture and they get it there and they're like, oh, they dinged this and they scratched that and they hit the wall. This is even more special. Painted furniture is delicate. It needs to be handled like in a pristine fashion. It needs to be handled with white gloves, not literally white gloves on their hand, but it has to be handled carefully. It cannot be bumped or rubbed. It cannot be strapped without tons of padding in between, because the vibration where the straps hit it and the vibration from the road will just sand your paint right off. Absolutely right off. Do not use them. Do not go with FedEx. Do not go with UPS. They throw stuff around. They want it on pallets and they use their tow motors and they bang it. Trust me, I've done it all. White glove shipping only. Only. Antique specialist that will move mirrors and breakable things, even though it might not be a mirror and it might not be breakable. It is very special, and you've put hours into it, and it is a painted piece of furniture that needs to be handled delicately. Okay, so I'm not going to say that Uship is bad. Uship offers a good service. The problem is, if you've never used them before and you don't have a specific person that you want to request, you don't know who's going to show up at your door. They choose. They do not do the best job at vetting their people. I've had all walks of life show up at my door, and some of them were asking me how to blanket wrap my furniture. So this was years back too, so I quit using Uship. When you've got an 1800s 4-door long antique armoire that you've already taken apart for them, because those big armoires come apart because they're from the horse and buggy days when people moved their whole houses on the back of a wagon. You take them apart and they ask you what's the best way to wrap it, and I don't mind them asking, but clearly they had never handled painted furniture before. They were calling their boss. They were like calling Uship, asking questions. I was like, this is going to California. It was a disaster. So you just don't really know who's going to show up at your door. If you do use Uship and you find someone that you like over the summer, I did have a guy that showed up. He is a coach. He's a football coach, high school football coach, and in the summer, that's what he does. He's a family man. I loved him, but he's only available in the summer. I can only use him in the summer months. He was fantastic, but he's not available year round, so it's not the summer right now. I can't use him. You bet I've kept his number, but that's the kind of person that you're looking for, and he showed up with his truck and a trailer. So, and I didn't know that until he got here, and when he got here, I was like, oh, I had no idea. It is very, very frustrating. It really, really is. So I am back in the game. I will keep you posted. I will let you know if my little dude that I'm waiting on right now comes through. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm going to talk to him about what happened on Tuesday night and Wednesday morning and Thursday night. Why did you not come? Why did you not show up? We'll see. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. So let's see. Any other questions? Oh yeah, don't crate. Don't palletize. Don't do that. Don't use furniture moving companies. Just because it's got FedEx or UPS attached to it, DHL, don't do it. Now, if you're talking about, okay, sorry, let's back up here for just a second. If you're talking about a little nightstand, you can throw a nightstand in a box. If you're talking about a little side table or a little nightstand that you can go buy a big durable box and you can put it inside a box and you can pad it and foam it and wrap it up, go for it. Ship that UPS, ship that Greyhound, put it on the belly of the bus. Do it if it's small. Greyhound actually is wonderful. I loved using Greyhound. I used Greyhound for any smalls. I would drive that right downtown. And honestly, now they can come pick it up. But I don't do smalls. I don't do little nightstands. I don't do them. What I would charge to do a nightstand, people don't like. That's a day's worth of work for me, and I give them a price, and they don't want to pay that. Plus, put shipping on top of that. You're going to pay to ship a nightstand as much as you pay sometimes to ship a small dresser, and it doesn't make any sense. So smalls like that I don't do. But yeah, if you're doing smalls, put it in a box, and you can ship that. Maybe I should buy a trailer and start. Not a bad idea, Lonnie. There is a huge need for strong people who have a lot of time on their hands, who have the right size equipment, who are good at logistics and communicating, who are reliable and dependable. There's a big market for that. I think it's a lonely lifestyle. I think that they spend a lot of time on the road, a lot of time to themselves. I don't think it would be bad. I love road trips. My girlfriend, my best friend Sherry, is like, you love time alone in the car. You love time alone in the car more than anybody I know. I'm like, I do. Yeah. Cross country. The guy that's the coach that I met over the summer, He keeps that money that you give him and pays for the gas, and the rest is for him. He doesn't even get hotels. He puts a bed out in the back of his truck. He puts that back bed down, and he has a blow up mattress, and he pulls off the rug and sleeps in the back of his truck. This was just a high school football coach. He was amazing. I'm like, you don't even get a hotel. He's like, nope, I sleep right here with your stuff. I don't even leave your stuff. Your stuff's right here with me. I'm with it. And I sleep and I save money. I don't need a hotel. It's like, okay. Oh my goodness. I guess he uses lots of baby wipes. The little toothbrush with his finger. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I have to say about shipping, folks. It is a frustrating part of your journey. So if you are a client, or you've ever bought a piece of painted furniture for someone, or you're planning to buy a piece of painted furniture for someone, it does not come quickly. It's not like you drop it into your cart and it's Amazon Prime and it gets there in 2 days. Absolutely not. If someone's shipping you a piece of painted furniture, it is going to take a while to get to you. My sweet clients have been waiting 3-4 months, and my shipper's not even here. And he's going to drive from here to Florida before they get it, or here to Wisconsin before they get it. They're patient. It takes a while. Truck stops, full shower. Yep, probably. Let's see. Hello. If I want to buy a tutorial of gum machine, you send me materials. Hi, Laura. I don't send you the materials, hun. There is a material list attached with clickable links. So you'll get a list. The tutorial teaches you how to do the entire thing. And everything that I use in the video, there is a list, a supply list. And on that supply list, you can click it and order it. Like, you don't have to go out and buy it. You can go out and buy the things, but you can actually click the list. And a lot of it's on Amazon and Dixie Belle Paint Company. And yeah, that's where most of it's from. So yes, ma'am. You don't get the materials. It's not a kit. I don't send you a gumball kit, but I send you a gumball lesson and a list where to get the materials. Thank you for asking that question. Angela says she'd be worried it would get damaged. You do worry about that. Every single time for all those years that all of those thousands of pieces of furniture left my house, it was like sending off my kids to college alone. Like, I was a nervous wreck. Or letting my kid drive away in the car for the first time with his driver's license. Or I'm thinking of all the fearful times I stood in the driveway. Or letting my son that could drive in high school go to Houston for Thanksgiving one year with his younger brother and his younger sister, because I couldn't get off of my hospital shift for the holiday, but I didn't want my kids to miss the family holiday. So I let him drive him to Houston. And I was like, what am I doing? As they drove off, I was like, oh my gosh, I just put his brother and sister's life in his hand. Those are all 3 of my kids driving away to another city for a road trip. That's how I felt every single time my furniture left. Just like that. Good morning, Trisha. Good morning to you, Sunshine. What are you making beautiful today? Yay, Sarah. I'm so glad. I love both of those. I love both of those. Hello, Miss Tracey from Australia. How are you? Good morning to you. What are you making pretty today, girl? Liz must be on. Good morning. Michelle is telling Liz hi. What canvas do I like? What type of canvas do I like? Hobby Lobby, 50% off. That's what, I don't even know. Masters, what's it called? Master something. My favorite, I don't buy a certain canvas. I literally buy the canvases at Hobby Lobby. Sometimes I have ordered canvases from Jerry's Artorama. I've ordered canvases when they have canvas sales, and they actually are better canvases than the Hobby Lobby ones. But my favorite size canvas is 36 by 36 and 48 by 48, even square. Nice, big, open, even space. I don't have to worry about things being a little taller or a little bit wider. I like it to be a perfect square. It just works with my brain, and it's big. Those are my favorite canvases. Good morning, Pat. Lots of Christmas goodies. Oh, Patty, you're so sweet. Good morning to you, hon. You're in Tennessee. My green piece is going to Tennessee. The herringbone piece that you can kind of see back there. The black and white herringbone and bright green is going to It's going to go live in Tennessee with a shipper. That brings us back around to shipping. So anyway, guys, I did not wear my watch, which is a number one no-no when you go live, but I got out here and I don't have my watch on. So nothing this week. Been hard at work at law and been hard at work at law office and ranch and English, making English toffee. Stop it. Stop it. That sounds delicious. Yeah, we do go into, Solly was saying she's in withdrawals too from painting, from not being able to paint. Okay, guys. Good morning, Connie. Good morning to you. Happy Friday, hun. Story, Tracey. Oh, sorry, Tracey. What is the name of the best canvas? Jerry's Artorama has big canvases that are 36 by 36 and 48 by 48, and they run some sales. And I ordered from them, and those were really good canvases, better than the ones at Hobby Lobby. But I love the ones at Hobby Lobby, and they, they are from 50% off every other week, and I like them too. Ruth, I'm not a canvas snob. I'm not a canvas painter. I just play on canvas, so I'm not a canvas snob. I'm probably not the right person to ask. Good morning, Alice. Michelle, get busy. Paint this weekend. Paint something this weekend. Anyways, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm determined to get this side done before I get busy with my day. Plus, I need to, start hounding my shipper and find out where he is because I've only got a couple of hours for him to be here and be gone. Super exciting, though. If he gets here and gets gone, not only will my clients that are so super patient get their stuff, but I get my garage back. So we're going to do a little bit of clean out. I'm super excited about that. I like Blick or whatever it's called. Blick? Thank you, Brenda. I love it too. Girl doing, oh, Pat, if I could get her out here, if I could just get her out, maybe over Thanksgiving break, maybe over Christmas break, I can get out here with some good music. And, if I act like I want her to do it, it doesn't happen. It has to come from her. And I planted the seed on that last one. And Joy bought her piece, which brought us so much joy. So yeah, I need to get her out here and do another canvas. She should. It's got to be her thing. Anyway, guys, okay, love you all. You have a wonderful weekend. I will see y'all probably not until next week. We're going to Disney on Ice this weekend. Whoop, whoop. Taking the grandkids, taking Harlow and Hutton and Zadie to Disney on Ice. And the mommy and daddy too. Tried to take Kenzie, but Kenzie is going with her other grandma. But we are all getting to see Disney on Ice this weekend. So super excited about it. Love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see y'all next week.